Missouri's own Eric Schmidt has reintroduced legislation in the Senate that is aimed at reducing regulation. So uh, it is not exactly a precise piece of legislative artwork that we're looking at here. In fact, I would argue that this is the kind of legislation that could have been written in crayon by a first grader.
Sounds about right.
This basically says that if you want to enact a new regulation, you must remove three. Now, there's no
Yeah.
guideline on how. It does not say if they have to be outdated or unnecessary regulations. You just have to remove three to be able to enact a new one. Just got to hit the number.
Yep.
Want to remove lead paint from homes? Well, then I guess you got to remove the regulation on asbestos and find two others because you got to hit the three.
Or just, I guess, delete them and combine them into one.
Yes,
I mean, that's efficiency, Joe. This is back to that government efficiency conversation. I just wish these guys took policy seriously. The fact is they don't. And I will say, this is one of the reasons Democrats get beat by them a lot of times, because Democrats tend to take policy very seriously and they want to compromise. They want to work through all the nuance and details. They acknowledge when they get certain parts wrong, and then they look bad, I guess, because they had part of it wrong. Republicans, they keep it simple. He's like, no, what I know my constituents believe is there are too many regulations, and I promised I was going to cut red tape. How better to do that than to simply say, I'm doing that. I have a bill that does that. It literally says new regulations mean we have to cut regulations. I don't care if that's practical. I don't care if that's good policy. I don't care if it's even going to pass. I don't care if it has any meaning whatsoever. What I know is when I go home, I get to tell my constituents at the next election, look at how I tried to help you get rid of regulations. And that's why, I mean, this bill, it's the same bill that's been filed in Missouri in the legislature many years. I'm pretty sure there is already one filed this year. I'd have to look up the bill number. But it's a message that works for them. They don't care if it's real. They don't care if it's serious. They don't care. It's a message that works for them, and politics comes first for them. Like the Government Efficiency Committee you mentioned.
I was just going to